Yay! Yay! We're back. Oh, let me adjust my mat a little bit. Oh. Good morning. Oh, good. I did bring my water in. I was a little concerned that I would have to go find it. Hi. How is everyone? You good? Let me adjust that a little bit. Zoom her in a little bit. Bam! There you go. Okay, listen, I really slapped this playlist together, but it's kind of a vibe. So I'm going to put it in there in the chat. Shazam. Oh, yes, Denisha, I love that. Hi, Nicolette. Hi, Julia from Italy. Welcome. I'm so excited. We're all here together. How's everybody hanging in your Libra season? Thanks, Bea. You too. So I don't know about anybody else, but this has just felt like such an interesting time for me. And if you are familiar with me, I base my movement classes always off of where I'm at emotionally, spiritually. And I actually had a lot of anxiety last night. Things were just keeping me up. And I was like, okay, it's definitely some Merc wreck type of vibes. And like I said, it's, feeling Libra-y. Me too, Jane. So I feel like right now, a lot of it is about slowing down, which is a really difficult thing for me to do. It's really hard for me to listen to the cues of my body and to honor that within my own movement practice. So today, while this is still going to be a power flow, you can always add, subtract, whatever you want to make this less difficult or more difficult. Yeah. And I'll kind of shout out what those options are. I'm still going to be modifying a lot because I'm still healing up on my left leg. But today's practice and for the month is all going to be about drawing circles. Now, drawing circles is a really magical thing. Hi, Allie. We're going to be finding a lot of range of motion, in particular in your upper body and in your back today. So I would love it if you had a strap or something strappy. La, la, la. And a couple of blocks just in case. I don't really have anything set with the blocks. I just think they can be really helpful if you need to modify. Yeah. So the strap we're going to be doing for shoulder flossing. And that's how we're going to start our day. So I'm going to give it another minute or two for people to hop on. If you're in the YouTube chat, which is really easy to access also from Patreon, if you just kind of scroll over the live stream, there should be a little thing you can hit that'll kind of transport you over to YouTube. And then on there, you can interact within the chat. So I stuck that playlist in there, but you can also do whatever you want. Yeah, this is not a musical hostage situation. Oh, how you doing, plants? Oh, the babies are happy. I also have a little candle going. I feel ready to go. Are you guys ready to go? We got a good amount of people, it looks like, tuned in. So let's do this thing. So we'll start from the top of that playlist. And we're going to start standing. Yeah, let's stand up. Let's stand that ass up for Monday. And no matter where you are, whether you're all the way in Italy where it's nighttime, or if you're on the west coast of the United States where it's morning, this will just be a wonderful way to get us warmed up. So with your strap or your tea towel or a stretchy t-shirt or a pair of pants, we're just going to find our shoulder width distance. So you can hold it out straight in front of you and kind of in front of a mirror or something. And then I want you to go a little bit wider than that. Yeah, Julia, you've got the nighttime. Maybe it's like 5 or 6 o'clock. I know that Beatrice tunes in from Portugal. So I don't know if y'all are on the same time there. So we're going to take this little strap up above your head and we're going to try to go behind us. Now, oftentimes we got to stretch it out a little bit more to get all the way back behind. Okay. If you're working like next to somebody, I'm thinking about Denisha right now and her partner. Maybe y'all stagger and separate a little bit to make sure you don't bop each other in the face. Yeah, we're just kind of going back and forth just like this. If you're like, girl, I got nothing that even resembles a strap. Well, that doesn't even mean that you don't have to do it. I just want you to find your range of motion through your shoulders. Yeah. Now, one thing that we do in order to create more range of motion is we utilize our spine. Usually whatever our shoulders can't do, our back tries to compensate a little bit. So I want you to notice if you're like arching your back a lot to get back there. It's something that we are going to play with today, but for right now, try to pull the rib cage and corset everything together. Lift and take it back. Yeah? I bet you that made one hell of a difference, huh? Different sensation. Now, keep going through your shoulder flossing. I want you to do maybe like 5 more. 5 more flossies. I'm going to stick my music in my ears so that the gods of YouTube don't cancel me. All right, and on that very last one, I want you to find your sticky spot. What's the sticky spot? Usually it's like here, right? Right behind you. And I want you to hold there. I want you to breathe, and I want you to stabilize your shoulders. This is so important. As somebody that's literally kind of torn their shoulder off at one point doing contortion, it's so important to find engagement with our stretch. So really think about harnessing into the muscles of the shoulder girdles, really lengthening through the arms, asking your triceps to come with you to the party for 3, 2, and 1. Take it straight back in front of you. Ditch the strap. Goodbye. Maybe we'll use you later. I don't know. And then just let the arms hang down by your side body. We'll be at the top of our mat. Now we're going to do a Pilates style roll-ups and roll downs. I want you to drop your chin to chest. Starting from the upper body, start to hunch forwards and slowly go down into a forward fold. Now lengthen out into a halfway lift, kind of rippling up. And then take it straight back down to forward fold. Softness in the knees, roundness in the spine. Let's roll it up. And then sweep your arms up to the sky. Big circle, inhale. Exhale, arms by side body. We're going to do this 2 more times. Chin tucks. Start from your upper body. Roll down. When you do that halfway lift, really think about lengthening out and fold back down. That's right. We're going to do this whole thing one more time. Big sweep up, inhale. Exhale, arms by side. Chin to chest, tuck and move. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Good, let's roll it up again. And I want you to again sweep the arms up to the sky. This time, grab your right wrist with your left hand. Kind of like index and thumb or all of your fingers, whatever feels most comfortable. Bend into your knees. Do a big cross back step with your right foot. I've got my heel up off of the ground, so we're on releve here. And I want you to lengthen through your legs and side body stretch. Up and over to your left-hand side. Yeah. And then rebend into the knees. Take yourself back to center. Release the hands down. Holy shit, that was so good. Let's do the other side. Big sweep up. Right hand grabs for your left wrist. And again, a big cross step back. You're on releve. Lengthen out through your leggies and side body bend over to the left. Still think about keeping your tailbone nice and long so that you don't fuck your back up. And then take it all the way back to center. Oh, you can't take me anywhere. Big sweep up with the arms. Exhale, forward fold, take it down. Nice. Halfway lift, lengthen out. And with your exhale, plant the hands, step back into your first downward facing dog. Now, hang out in this downward facing dog for a while. And I want you to get some movement. What does that look like? Hip side to side, busting into those outer hips, shaking out the head, no, giving it a little shake, yes. Yeah. Hi, Mom. You can even pedal your legs, lifting up one heel and then the other, stretching out the calves, stretching out your hamstrings. Good. Now settle into some stillness and really push into your mat. Biceps are by your ears, but keep them plugged in. Again, everything is about range of motion in your shoulders. Now, let's start to take some high plank to down dog rolls. Lift your heels, roll forward into that high plank stack. Push and create protraction in your shoulder blades. So you're trying to dome. Your pectoral muscles are engaged as you do this, and your tailbone is nice and long. Now take it up and back, downward facing dog. You can bend your knees to do that. Get a little creative. Let's do this 4 more times. Roll forwards, moving more breath to movement. Exhale, back down dog. Inhale forwards, high plank. Exhale, back down dog. 2 more. Inhale. And exhale. This next one, I want you to stay in your high plank. Use the following exhale to come all the way down to your stomach. Yeah. Right hand stays where it's at. Toes are going to untuck. Left arm reaches straight out to your side, palm down. Bend your right leg, roll over onto the left hip. Get some space into the hip and in the back. And take it straight back to center. Left hand under shoulder, right arm extends out. Roll over, using that left hand like a little push to bring you back, yeah? Now, let's take you back onto your stomach. Hands are gonna slide further down by your ribs. Push yourself back into a kneeling position, and I want you to stack the shoulders above your hips. We're gonna do a camel sweep now. Fingertips come behind you to the left-hand side. Lift your hips, reach through the right arm, and take it back through center. Right hand behind you, lift your hips. Nice, take it all the way back. Hands onto the ground towards the top of your mat. Tuck your toes, lengthen out, chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good. We're going to smash all these movements together into our Sun A, kind of a funky little flow. Heels nice and high. Bend your knees. Look forward. Travel to the top. You can step. You can take a hop if you want. Halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Rise up to standing. Big breath in. Exhale, forward fold. Take it down. Halfway lift, lengthen. Plant your hands, step back into high plank. Glide forward, lower all the way down to your tummy. Left arm extends out, right knee bends. Push, roll over to your left hand side. Stay there for a breath. And then take it back. Left hand under shoulder, right arm reaches out. Roll up and over to your right. I'm like, where am I even going? I don't know. And then we'll take it all the way back to center. Slide the hands further back. Push into that kneeling. Left hand behind you, camel sweep. Camel sweep to the other side. Take it back forwards. Tuck the toes, lengthen out. Chata. Upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good. We got 2 more rounds. Lift the heels, bend the knees, look to the top. Travel. Maybe you take a hop now. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Rise up to standing. Big inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Take it down. Ardha halfway. Step back, high plank. Lower down to the stomach. Left arm out, roll to the left. Good. Back to center. Over to your right. And back to center. Push up and back to kneeling. Camel sweep. Camel sweep to the other side. Good. We got our last round coming up. Take it forwards. Kind of extending into your mid plank. Yeah, super smooth. Upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. Nice work. Let's go one more time. Travel to the top. Halfway lift, lengthen. And with your exhale, fold. Rise all the way up to standing. Exhale, forward fold, take it down. Halfway lift, inhale. And with your exhale, plant your hands and step back to high plank. Little different here. Rock your heels over to the left, pick up your right leg, flip and open up into like basically your flip dog. Nice. Take it back to center. Same thing, other side. Left leg extends back. Reach the heart space up. And take it back to center. Now, I want you to just walk your hands back a little bit, bending into your knees. Lean forward and push back. Oh my gosh. Roll yourself all the way up towards standing. And support your low back with both of your hands. Push your hips forward and lift up your chest. It's almost like a standing camel position. That's what we're going for. Really squeeze your buns. Feel them squeeze into your hands. Let the head fall back if it feels comfortable. Big breath in. And exhale, forward fold, take it all the way down. Let your arms hang really loose. Listen, we're going to take a circular pattern through our upper body here from the trunk up. So lean yourself over to the right and start to rise up to standing. And then lean it to the left and keep going down. I bend my knees to make this a little bit easier on my spine. Again, over to the right. The next time we make it down towards the ground, we're going to do the other direction. So move to the left. Breathe the whole time. This can get a little dizzying. Good. The next time you make it all the way down, I want you to stay there. Open up the feet wider than hip width distance and into external rotation. Down into your malasana you go. Hands at heart center. Use the elbows to push your thighs open wide. Taking 5 breaths as a sense of pause here. Mm-hmm. And feel free to make some movement in this moment, yeah? Maybe that looks like letting the head, neck, and shoulders go a little bit. Yeah. Maybe you want to open up into a little twist. It's not really a twist. It's more of a shoulder opener. So one arm would go down, one arm would reach up. You're in that malasana, right? And then doing the same thing to the other side. Ah, yes. In 10 seconds, you're going to forward fold. So you got a little bit of time if you're still playing and you need the other side for something. Good. All right, let's start to fold. Hands come down. Adjust your feet to parallel. Lift up your hips. Nice. Now take yourself forward into your high plank. And with your exhale, take it back into downward facing dog. 5 more breaths. You can stay in your down dog, or if your shoulders feel like they could use even more opening, bring your forearms down to the ground. Yeah. It's called dolphin pose when you bring your forearms down to the ground, and it's a much more intense version of what you're doing. Yeah. All right, last 2 breaths. If you're in this forearm stance, there's something tricky that you can do if you want to. Yeah. So if you want to try it, really walk your feet forwards, push into your hands, slide forward into your high plank, down into your chatta. We'll all meet back in our down dog and move through our sun B. Right leg is going to lift. Yeah, keep it nice and square. Point through the toe. Now take your knee towards your nose, big step through low lunge, and lower the right or your left knee down while the right knee tries to find stack above your right ankle. Now sweep your arms all the way up to the sky. Nice. Pull yourself back. Keep moving with the arms and move into your hamstring stretch. Yeah. We're going to do that 2 more times. Notice the motion of the arms. That's what we're going for. Bend into the knee, sweep, balance, and hamstring stretch. Holy shit. 1 more time, just like that. Bend into the knee, big sweep up, hamstring stretch. Now, keep your left hand right here. Reach your right arm up to the sky. The entire time, think about your right hip squaring down as much as possible, as opposed to avoiding the stretch and lifting up. Nice work, everyone. Return the right hand down. Rebend into your front knee. Tuck your left toe, lift the left knee, and step forward into forward fold at the top. Halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Bend into your knees, sweep up into your chair position, and hold. Hands can be at heart if your shoulders are gassed, or try to keep reaching the arms up towards the sky. An extra little challenge for your shoulders if you want. Instead of just reaching them forwards, try to connect your thumbs and pinkies together, even the heels of the hands. You kind of have this like circular lotus position. It's a burner for the shoulders because you're still trying to keep it reaching forwards, yeah? Last 3. Good. Last 2. And forward folds on 1. Hinge from your hip, take it all down to the ground. Halfway lift, lengthen. And with your exhale, plant your hands. You can hop back, step back, move through your chaturanga, meeting us back in down dog. All right, left side, left leg lifts. Oh. And then knee to nose, big step through, low lunge. Right knee lowers. Again, making sure that there's this stack, knee above the ankle, arms reach up towards the sky. Now start to move the arms back, start to lengthen through your left leg. It's a really tough balance. Wow, that hamstring. Sheesh. Let's keep going. Bend into the front knee, sweep up. And take it through hamstring. Last time, move it forward, sweep it up. Hamstring stretch. Right hand is going to stay on the ground, left arm is going to reach up. I really feel this in my IT band, especially when I lower that left hip down, keep it square and flex through my left foot. Let's return the left hand down, bend into your front knee, and we'll step to the front, forward fold. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Back into your chair. Again, fingertips, heels of the hands can come together, or you can be hands at heart center. Stay right there and breathe. Sit that ass back. Sit in Santa's lap even. Last 5. Good, last 4. Last 3, 2, forward fold on 1, take it straight back down to the ground. Halfway lift, lengthen your spine. Exhale, chaturanga. You can plant your hands, step back, lean back. However you get to downward facing dog. Once we're there, we'll reset with a breath and we're gonna change the rules up a little bit, okay? Right leg lifts up, 3-legged dog. And with your exhale again, pull the knee into the nose, big step through low lunge. Again, lower the left knee down, reach the arms up. Good, start your pull back, hamstring stretch. We're gonna do it one more time like that. Rebend into the knee, sweep up. And exhale, pull it back, hamstring stretch. Good, rebend into the front knee. I want you to reach the arms up and then bend the elbows and grab for opposite elbows. I want you to find a big lift through your chest. This is an enormous hip flexor opener and we're opening up through the back. Try to keep squaring for 3, for 2, and 1. Take the hands down, lengthen out through the right leg and reach the right arm up to the sky. Nice. Now spin on this left knee, sweep the right leg back behind you, and we're going to take full circles through the arms. Go back. And then move forwards. Nice. Now circle this right arm all the way back down to the ground. Spin on the right foot. Roll to outer edge of right foot, and I want you to grab this left knee here. Good. Try to lengthen, secure through the shoulder, and then we'll let this left foot drop back and push the hips and heart up to the sky. Nice. Take it back home all the way through. Upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. If you're like, where's the chair? Don't worry, it's coming. Left leg lifts. Exhale, knee to nose. You're like, bitch, nobody's wondering where the chair is. Right knee down, lift the arms up. And hamstring stretch. Good, one more like that. Bend, lift. And take it back. Lift it up, hold at the top. And bend the elbows. Grab for opposing elbows, get that lift. Good. Take it all the way back down to the ground. Lengthen. Lift your left arm. Yeah. And then spin on that leg. Take it back right here. Left arm circles. Breathe. Circle forwards. And let's circle it all the way down to the ground. Spin on that left foot onto the toes. Outer edge. Try to grab the shin bone of this right leg. Stabilize, stabilize. Open up through the hip. And then drop it back. Lift the hips. And then take it through. High to mid plank. Upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Lift up your hips. Heels high, bend your knees, look to the top, travel to the top. Halfway lift, and with your exhale, fold. Into your chair pose you go. Now, I'd really love it if everybody tried thumbs, pinkies, heels of the hands together. Hold it in that chair position. Maybe you even take a little bounce in that hip. A little up and down just to distract you. For 5. Good. For 4, 3, 2, hold it low on 1. Do the same exact shape, but behind you. See if you can connect the thumb, the pinky together. The heel of the hand is the toughest thing, and I can't do it with straight arms. Yeah, so feel free to bend your elbows. Hold, hold. Again, maybe you take those soft little bounces just for 5, just for 4, 3, last 2, and 1. Release down into your forward fold. Nice. Now, take a little halfway lift. If you want it, you can play with a little inversion time. Crow position, hands on the ground, knees onto your elbows. You can even go a little bit wider into your frog position. So again, knees on triceps. Whee! Or you can get a little bit deeper and open. I feel like the frog one is a lot nicer because you're closer to the ground and it feels like a little bit less scary. But then your elbows are in on your tender little thighs. All right, 5 seconds and then we're back in our down dog. Okay, 4. Last 3. Last 2. Maybe you hop back. Maybe you just step back. Maybe you include that chaturanga. You guys, we're more than halfway through class. We're going to start the slow descent, okay? From that downward facing dog, lift up your right leg. Good. Now I want you to open up the hip. So bend into the knee. And first, feel stability in both of your shoulders. Good. Now lean into the left hand. Drop this right leg behind you. Take a big circle of the right shoulder. Nice. Return the right hand back down. Swivel the right knee over towards your left hand side. I'm on the inside edge of your left foot. Extend the right leg out. Reach your left arm up. Again, one big circle to take you down to the ground. Right leg lifts up. Knee to nose, big step through low lunge. Up into high crescent we go. Stack your shoulders above your hips and reach your arms up overhead. I've got a little bit of a posterior tilt here in my pelvis, but let's lean it forward and sweep your arms back behind you. Now, hold the lower body. Really feel yourself lengthen through this arrow position. Left arm forwards, and then switch. For a little extra challenge through the calf, lift up this right heel. Yes. You're on that stiletto heel of death. 3, 2, last 1. Left arm is forward, right heel down if it's lifted. Open up into your warrior 2. Nice. Flip your right palm, reverse warrior. Big space in your side body. Exhale, low side angle. Right arm comes down. It can be on the ground. It can be up on the hip. It really depends on how these hips are. If it's hard for you to not have this left hip up, keep the elbow on the thigh. If you can get really low and risky with it, then make sure that hip is where it's at. Now, with this left arm reaching up towards the sky, take a big sweep in front of you. Try to get the bicep by the ear. Major extension. You see that shit? Last 3, 2, and 1. Take it all the way down and through. Wide-legged fold. Toes are facing the edge of your mat. Open up the arms and rise all the way up to standing. Heels and toes out, bend into your knees. We've been blessed by the Christmas cat. Hi! Okay, left arm comes right underneath you. Are you going to come through the car wash pie? Right arm reaches up and over. Side body stretch. And then do the same thing over to the other side. Oh, she's laying down and giving me a very slutty show right now. Oh. Last time over to your right. And then back to center. Reach all the way up. Parallel your feet. Forward fold, take it down. Let me touch kitty belly. And then we'll move back to the front. Frame up this right foot high to mid plank. Upward facing. Yeah. Exhale, downward facing dog. And we do the other side. Left leg lifts. Good. Hip opens. When you feel ready, let's drop back. And I want you to take a big circle with this arm. Return it back to the ground. Swivel left knee over to right tricep. Extend it out. Reaching the right arm up. Good. Also move through this arm. Return the right hand down. And I want you to take this left foot, big step through low lunge. Up into your high crescent. Again, feel the length into the tailbone moving underneath you. Lean forwards. Take both of your arms back. Really feel your weight go into your hip. Now, right arm reaches forward and switch. I wish you could see what Pi was doing. God damn it, I can't focus. I want to touch you so bad. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, right arm forwards on 1. Open up into your warrior 2. And right away, left palm flips, reverse warrior. Get all the space into your side body. And then exhale, take it down into your low side angle. Elbow can be on the thigh, right arm can reach high, or you go a lot lower, taking the left hand onto the ground. If that is you, really make sure that that hip is nice and low. And we take this arm, big strum, full extended side angle. Last 3, last 2, and 1. Take it through, wide-legged fold. That left foot adjusts into that parallel position. Now really feel yourself lengthen through the spine, open up through the arms. Take yourself up to standing. Heels and toes out, bend into your knees. We're going through that kind of side body stretchy situation one more time. So left arm kind of scoops in front of you like you're holding a baby. Right arm reaches up above, making the same shape but opposite. Reach and lean, side body stretch. And swap, other side. One more time to the right. And back to center. Lengthen all the way out. Parallel position, take it down. No cat belly here for me to touch, but we'll move back to the front and move through your high to mid plank. Upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Again, you can hold this down dog. You can take it down to your forearms. Forearm lovers. If you want to play with another inversion, you can walk yourself forward and kick yourself up into your Pincha Mayurasana. Now again, since we're working on the back, you can really work your push-throughs into more hollow body positions. Yeah? It's always a hard time for me to talk and do this because everything in me is holding on for dear life. So if you are working that pincha and you're working your push-throughs into your hollow bodies, which is really trying to get your biceps by your ears, and I'm going to give you a couple more seconds to work that, and then we'll go through our very last flow. We're so close. So close. Last 10 seconds. And we'll all meet back in downward facing dog. Are you ready for your last flow? You ready? You ready, spaghetti? Great, me too. All right, so in that downward facing dog, right leg is going to lift up, hip is going to open. Right away, drop it back behind you so that you work into that flip. Big open through the heart, big sweep with the arm. Take the right hand down to the earth, spin and sweep, up and over, other side, into that fallen triangle. Good. Return the hand down. Just get a big lift to step through. Up into your high crescent. Sweep it back. Nice. Now this time, listen, I want you to reach both arms up to the sky. And then contract the upper back and your pelvis and wrap the arms around an imaginary tree. Good. Open it back up and sweep the arms back behind you. Reach up to the sky. Work your contraction. Good. Open up to the front and then sweep the arms back. Listen, last time, reach the arms up. Big wrap around. Take it forwards. Sweep the arms back. Take off into your warrior three. Hands can be back, hands can be at heart center. You can stay still, or if you want to work into the legs, single-legged squat. We're just doing 6 more. 5, 4. Point that back leg 2. Last one, big step to the back, reach the arms up, and open into warrior 2. Whew. Inhale, reverse. Good. Exhale, low side angle. Big sweep of this left arm for your full extension. Now take it all the way down, wide-legged fold. Now I want to stay in this wide-legged fold. Give y'all a little bit of time and space to work, okay? You can stay in that fold and be really happy. If you have something like headstands or even handstand presses you want to work, I want to give you time to do that, particularly with this wide-legged press. Legs, if possible, out to the side, all the way up, and all the way back down. If you want to go from wide, like straddle, into that full handstand, yeah? Lean, out, oh shit, all the way up, and back down. So just other ways to make life a little bit harder, right? Pie's giving me that shitty look again. What do you want? Okay. So again, whatever your options are that you're working on, play, play, play. We've got 10 more seconds. Come here. Good. Last 3. Last 2. And 1. We'll take ourselves back to the front of our space. You can go through your high to mid, Urdhva, and Adho. Here we go. Last side, left leg lifts. Right away, bend the knee, open up, drop it back. Big circle with this left arm. Let it take you back home. Left knee over to right tricep, extend it out. Hand plants back down. Place the foot between the hands. Rise into your high crescent. Good. Sweep the arms back. Lean forwards. Now bring it back up again and contract, forming this very contracted position. Yeah? Inhale, take it forwards. Sweep the arms back. Good. Bring it all the way back up. Stack. Wrap and contract. Open back up, lean forwards. And sweep the arms back. Last one. Reach up. Contract. Open up back forwards. Arms behind you. Take off. Warrior 3. Hold this Veer 3. Take hands to heart center if you want even. Maybe you single-legged squat with me. Total of 8. Good. Breathe and focus. Halfway through. Keep that right leg straight and strong. Last 3. Last 2. Ooh. Last one. Big step back. Open up into your warrior 2. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, side angle. If you went for that big sweep, moving through low side angle with the arm extended. Now we'll take it down into our wide-legged fold. And again, this can be just a time for you to decompress, to mellow out. Or it can be another round of inversion practice. You can work through your headstands, handstands, circling up, circling down. It's not on everybody's menu, and that's okay. I don't want you to think that, oh God, that's what I have to do to really be doing this thing. No, that's not true. Whatever you are doing is the right thing for you. We've got about 15 more seconds of play. I know I'm not facing the right way. Just ignore me. We got it, bye. All right, whenever you're done playing, again, take it over towards your left foot. And you can move through your high to mid plank from there. Upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing. Nice. Now let's walk your hands all the way to the back. Again, heel toe the feet open wide. And sit down into that malasana squat. Yay. Arms open wide to the side. Spine nice and long. Reach your left arm up to the sky. Right arm is down. And then I want you to internally rotate this right arm. Hook it around you. Left arm also internally rotates. And you go for a gable grip. So fingers interlace just like this. Shaking hands behind your back. Playing with the rotation of the shoulders again. Last 3. Last 2. And release on 1. Opening back up. Tilting to the other side. Same thing, internal rotation. Bend the elbows. I almost said knee. And work it behind you. Good. Couple more moments here in this stretch. Good. And we'll open ourselves back up. Hands come back into center, and then we forward fold. One final inversion drill, because it's so important to drill these things, especially if your goals are to eventually get upside down. So I've got lots of options for everybody. If you're pooped, no worries, just chill, have a seat, do some passive stretches. So wrist to toe taps. You can do this with your blocks. It's a really nice way to have a gentle introduction. I'm going to take them down on their brick levels, yeah? Bricks will move just a few inches. Feet will move, yeah? Maybe you even tap the bricks, yeah? Tap the bricks. Tap the bricks. So you can do that for a couple rounds. If you're not even there, put them on their tallest levels. And I want you to just lift, tap, lift, tap. Pi, don't stare at me like that. She's on her back being a total fucking creep right now, okay? So you can do those one at a time walks, really lifting from the hip. If you're a little more advanced, you got some handstand skillies, then you can walk through the hands and do a little wrist tap. Yeah? If you're even further than that, you can do a wrist tap hold, sweep the legs up to the sky all the way into your handstand and all the way back down and continue. Sometimes I can do that, but I can just tell today is not my day of doing that. So just imagine. Everything in me is saying, well, just try it then. Huh, Pi? So let's do one more round of those little taps. And when you make it back to the top of the mat, I want you to have a seat. Good. Now, from your seat, bring the soles of your feet together, knees wide. And we're going into your supta, well, not supta, but Baddha Konasana. So we're not laying back. Hinge from the hips, move forwards, and feel the low back release. Y'all are just going to have to see what Pi's doing, this little hoe. Look at that. How am I supposed to work in these conditions? What, why, how am I supposed to do this? You're so rude. Oh dear. Oh. All right, my darlings, bring yourself all the way back up. Move into tabletop position. And then we're going to thread our needle. Right arm reaches up. And work underneath the body. Drop the shoulder, drop the ear. Good. Left hand can stay right where it's at. Hips are nice and even. Left arm can even wrap around the body here. Now let's do the same thing to the other side. First, open up. And then take it down. Other side, left arm reaches up. And wrap it underneath. shoulder, and ear. All right, let's take it back up into your twist. And then return the left hand down to the ground. And here's how we're going to get onto our back. Scoot the right knee to the left. And then cross the left leg behind the right. Yeah? Thread your needle again. Take the right arm underneath you. I want you to tuck your toes. Good. Lift up your knees and then spiral out, unwinding onto your back. Lift up your heels and roll down one backbone at a time. Both knees come wide around your chest. Happy baby. Soles of the feet to the sky. Open up your hip. Breathe. You can open up a leg, open up the other leg. Have a little bit of fun. Now let's gather your knees back together. Cross right over left and take it into a twist over to your left-hand side. If this is too much, then stack the knees instead of wrapping them around each other. Reach the right arm out to the side. Oh. It's really easy for me to pop my sacrum in this position. I just kind of tense everything and pop my low back. All right, back to center. Same thing, other side. Hi, kitty. Left wraps over right. Drop it to your right. Left arm reaches out. You can look in any direction. Usually if my neck is bothered, I look in the same direction of my arm that I'm twisting towards, if that makes sense, where my knees are pointed. You can look up to the sky, and you can even look over to the left arm for more rotation. Good, let's bring it back to center. One final bridge, feet onto the ground, hips lift. If you want, you can take it to wheel. Arms come above you, fingers point towards your shoulders. Push, come to the crown of the head, or push all the way through. So you can just find stillness. You can move, you can bend, you can push and rock. Last 5 seconds. Keep holding. And we'll bring you all the way down. Legs lengthen out nice and long. If there's anything residual in your back, you can do another counter stretch for that wheel. Like a ball. Roll over into your plow. But if you're ready to go down into your Savasana, I encourage that. Now, in this final position, I want your mantra to be, I am worthy of rest. I am worthy of rest. Let the eyes be soft. The jaw soft. And here, my loves, take another bigger breath in. And releasing out. Again, bigger breath in. And out. Now bring one hand to heart, one hand to tummy. Taking in a moment of gratitude for you dropping into this practice, creating this time. Thank you for trusting me with your body today, friends. I look forward to seeing you later this week if possible. Have a beautiful rest of your Monday. Amazing work. I know, Nicolette, those wrist taps are hard. Great job, everyone. Oh, yes, Thimbleweed. You're welcome, Ashley. Thank you, Beatrice. Mm-hmm. Thanks, Pi. Oh, thanks, Stephanie. Thanks, Julia. Dead. Yeah, the playlist kind of slapped, didn't it? I know. Yay, Jane, get all the rest. Do all those things. And happy birthday, my Libra darling. Yay. Yeah. It's so hard to remind yourself to rest, but it's just what we have to do. Especially because I find so much find a lot of self-worth through what I accomplish. And it's some real like spiritual judo to find my self-worth through taking care of myself by resting. So that's going to be my challenge. Yes, Destiny. Oh, a beautiful storm. How cool. Oh, you're welcome, Jessica. Yeah. Oh, thanks, Meryl. I love how I get messages through all of the ways. Yes. Yes. Yeah, Pie's a little a-hole. I love her so much. Hard to focus. So, classes for the rest of this week. I've got that class for Carson if you're part of Carson's 200-hour training tomorrow. And we'll have back to basics, beginner's flow, blah, 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 on Thursday on Zoom. Okay. So that will be back. Thanks for being flexible last week. And that's all I'm doing this week personally because rest is the theme. So I need to rest myself a bit, rest up my little leggy, and I'll be more healed next week. So do something good for yourself today. Cook something that's really loving. I got to make this quiche, sweet potato quiche. That's what I'm going to do after this. Thanks, Nicolette. Yeah, fun circles, huh? I think Pi had fun doing it. Yes, big old tattoo. I felt really good on the first day. I was like, wow, I'm a badass. And then day 2, I was like, I'm not okay. Yeah. Ugh. It's the black work. It was the fatty, lower leg. I was like, oh my God. I was like, this is not okay. Really sneaks up on you, doesn't it? You're like, I got no more endorphins to give. I'm done. Renby, yay. Yes, big fall energy. Huh, Pi? We're on our fall energy today. All right, you glorious creatures. Oh, Julie, I love that. I love when our animals join us. I feel like they really tune into our energy. They do. Okay, folks, I'm going to feed myself. So do the same. And I hope to see you at some point this week. I'll release the Zoom link for Thursday the night before to make sure that we're ready and prepared and scheduled. And yeah, next week will be more full. We'll have our typo negative core class, October rust. Yeah, I kind of like smooshed things together. So like we've got the 15th core flow and the 22nd bar because I'll be traveling and teaching. So, oh, Tabitha, I love you. Isn't it nice you can rewind that shit? Be kind, rewind. All right, folks. I'll see you later, okay? I love you.